y'all, so as you can see, our first stop was Seaworld. Now that is free for military. Shout out to all you military veterans out there. We originally went to San Antonio this weekend to see my cousin graduate, so we were able to go ahead and explore the Alamo Dome a little bit. And congratulations, woohoo! Shout out UTSA. And I purchased a three-way combo to the Ripley's Wax Museum, the Believe It or Not Museum, and the 4D Moving Theater. You can purchase that at Travel and Sales on Post. Once you exit and go down, you'll run into Beer Garden just before you hit the River Walk, and that's where my husband got that lovely beer. There's also a little popcorn and ice cream shop, as you can see my little one eating his ice cream there, where they usually play children's movies. So we just chilled there while they ate their ice cream and we had our beers, and it was a nice little time. We also jumped on the little boat tours that they have, also military discount, or you can purchase them at Travel and Sales. I would highly recommend the Rio River boat, it's awesome. We sat and ate at Rio Rio, and you can see the mariachis. They'll come up to your table and they'll play you a little song for a small fee. My little ones weren't too fond of it. The next day, we went ahead and we explored the Alamo. Now, let me warn you, I put this picture because San Antonio drivers are crazy, and you have to get used to it. No offense to you San Antonians out there. The Alamo is free admission, but you are not allowed to take any cameras in to take photos to preserve the area. There's tons of shops around the area to explore and hang out. There's little ice cream peddlers and things like that. Here's a magician we saw, and my husband and children really enjoyed experiencing that. Shortly after, we went to the Japanese tea garden. Here it says Chinese tea garden, but it's actually called the Japanese tea garden. And this place is also free admission. It is so absolutely beautiful. I cannot express how amazing it is. They also have a little cafe there to, grab lunch or whatever you need to do. But these pictures do no justice. I highly recommend you take your children and walk through, and it's a great learning experience as well. We totally loved it. There's always some type of festival going on in the area as well. This is the weekend just before Halloween. We took our children to La Villita, and they had the Dia de los Muertos festival. My husband and I absolutely loved being able to just explain to them about our Latin culture and just everything that we learned growing up, and how much hard work all these different vendors put into creating these different types of jewelry and paintings that they were all selling and things like that, and just to keep their culture alive, and how important it was to do that. It was amazing to just see this all right in front of us and having experiences with other people just like us. Now, walking from La Villita to the Tower of the Americas, there's also little things to do along the way, like this little music spot. I found it was a great way for them to kind of just express themselves. That handsome man, woo! Anyway, I finally got the children to sit down for a minute, and we explained to them what we were going to do and go to the top up there. They were a little nervous, but after some time and explanations of why we were doing it and letting them know that it was one of the second tallest places in America, they were pretty excited. But yeah, so the Tower of America does offer a $2 discount for military vets, and they have a 4D theater included with your entrance. They also have a cafe and a happy hour, and if you have a special event, they do have, you can host like weddings and things up there as well. It's pretty cool. But there is like 900 steps if you choose to do that, or you can take the elevator up. So just saying, if you're bringing the stroller, or if you're going to baby wear like my husband and I do, we absolutely love this. We chose to do it towards the end of our trip. That way we were able to point out to the places we had been to our children. Like, for example, look, there's the Alamo Dome where Nina graduated, and look, we were just there over at the Japanese tea garden, and or that's where we're sleeping. So, like our hotel, we stayed at the Wyndham San Antonio on the Riverwalk. I did book that through Groupon, but I would not recommend staying there if you have a big family and you're trying to save some money, because I prefer free breakfast. That's just me. Also recommend trying to utilize your military discount, because the second time we went, the military discount offered better deals than even Groupon. And once you get up there, it is a little more breezy than when you're down at regular level. So I would say bring like a jacket of some sort. And also, like I said, baby wearing would really come in handy in this point, especially if you have little ones that they can see over the edge. You're really going to see just how memorable this experience will be for your kids. There's my 3-year-old. He could not stop talking about how awesome this was. Now, we also went to the Hemisphere Park, and it was extremely packed this day. I wouldn't recommend you go during like prime time, so it's a really nice interactive park. After, we headed back to the Riverwalk and we had dinner at Rita's on the river, and they do have a vegetarian menu. It was good. It was, standard Mexican food. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe.